Patrick, I want to ask you specifically about the Arctic. When you think about this with regards to the melting permafrost and climate activism in terms of shareholders, in terms of the board, there's a growing chorus, a cacophony when it comes to ESG, when it comes to holding oil and gas companies accountable for where they invest and how they invest. How difficult does it make your job when Russia is labeled a bad actor by so many in the West?
My answer is to first have a strong dialogue with all these people, and I think best answer, by the way, would be to invite them to visit the plant that we have built together with Novatek in Russian Arctic. I can assure you that, of course, we apply as a global company the same standards in terms of protection of the environment, in terms of safety for people, in terms of sustainability in all the countries around the planet. And in particular, looking to the Arctic, we took some commitments on TotalEnergies, which is that we are not producing any oil in the Arctic, because that might be, in case of spill, some clear damages. But producing gas in the Arctic, it does not raise this type of issues. And on the biodiversity case, we have been very transparent. We recently published all our studies that we've done for the Arctic 2 projects together with our partners, and we are applying the highest standards in terms of protection of biodiversities and also taking care of local communities. I would say it's one of the best examples. So maybe there is too much emotion today in the way we look to the planet. The question is, in fact, to rank the various priorities. Of course, biodiversity is important, like climate change is key for our future, and we must seriously consider them. But this does not mean that we'll solve this issue by exclusion, by banning. No, as we said during this panel, I think, the world needs more energy. So the question, of course, is to be able, and this is the mission of a company like TotalEnergies, like BP, like ExxonMobil, like all the companies in the energy field, to be able to produce this energy in the best standards in terms of sustainability. And this is our commitment. And I can tell you, we apply that in Russia. By the way, when we have some external financing coming from export credit agencies from Western countries, these are the highest ESG standards are required by these financial institutions, and we apply them. So again, I think that it's important not to mix, I think, all the topics, and to look on the facts, to look on the ground, the way we manage these developments. And again, this is a clear commitment, minimizing the impact. And again, we have been going further within TotalEnergies. As we said, that for all new greenfield projects, we will look to have a net positive gain on biodiversity. And we do not estimate that ourselves, but we do that with the experts. So again, I think this transition, as we said during the panel, is a huge task. Willing to change the whole energy system will not happen like that. And the word transition is important. So it's not about antagonizing energies, antagonizing people, but we will build and we will make this transition a success. It's only if everybody, like Darren suggested, sits around the table. And not with emotion, not by saying you are right or it's black and white. No, let's look to the facts, and then let's see the way that we can improve. And we are sustainably, we don't say that we are perfect, we just say that it's a continuous improvement. We learn from experts, we learn from NGOs, and we are willing to take their advice on board, providing it's not a matter of just saying it's an exclusion. That will not be, we will not build the planet with such positioning.